Ladies and gentlemen, our next speaker is a distinguished financial professional, a respected chartered accountant, and a leader in public financial management. With over 2 decades of experience spanning both the public and the private sector, he currently serves as the Assistant Controller General and Account General of Ghana. He played a pivotal role in the implementation of the Ghana Integrated Financial Management Information System, a landmark initiative that has strengthened transparency, accountability, and efficiency in the government financial management. Known for championing innovation and the use of technology in finance, he continues to inspire excellence and drive national development through his expertise and leadership. Ladies and gentlemen, join me welcome Dr. Mark Effort Adadey as he comes on stage.
I acknowledge the presence of our Honorable MC, and it's a privilege to have him amongst us. And we are blessed to have him as our leader at the district level. If you know him, you know he's a very action-oriented, humble person who is result and innovative in the discharge of his duty. MC, respectfully, you are welcome to our community. I live in this community. So I also stand in as the chairman of the Residents Association. So I'm very, very happy to have our MC with us. And our commander himself, our police commander, he's in charge of the security within the community. And we are privileged to have him also share his thoughts about how to infuse security in the businesses we do and in the homes that we live in. Thank you, Commander, for making the time to be here. Mine is the business side. And it will be very sad if we don't have you to see the slides. But let me start. We are here to talk about empowered entrepreneurship. And this forum, organized by our own Pastor Eric, it's a very important one. And I'm happy I'm also part of the story. The team, ladies and gentlemen, is building a sustainable business with a divine strategy. This is the team, and the topic I'm speaking on is bookkeeping, tax, and scaling up. Bookkeeping, tax, and scaling up. So these things are very fundamental to anybody who wants to do business and wants to succeed. So I will share with you 5 things. 1, the foundations of sustainable business. What do we mean by sustainable business? I will also share with you what goes into bookkeeping. And then we'll look at taxation. And then scaling up your business. How to scale up your business. Then we'll conclude. Ladies and gentlemen, on the foundations of sustainable business, we are talking about a business that exists as a going concern. It's not a business that is formed today, tomorrow is no more. You operate 1 or 2 times, then you are off. Another time you are in. That is not what we are talking about. A sustainable business is that type of business that starts even in a very small way, but remain in operational existence and growing to become something big. And this is the rule of nature, that everything born or introduced must grow. All of us sitting here, we were one time babies. isn't it? We were babies. But look at us, big boys and big girls, big men and big women. The very church we are sitting in here, my house is just far apart. To move from my house is a walking distance, like 2 minutes. This place was a bush. There's no way I could walk from my house to this place. And when Pastor Eric came, it was some uncompleted building here. And this very church was a small structure. But look at what we are seeing today. So it is a divine creation, or it's a godly creation for anything that has life to grow. So anything you want to do in this life, you should do it with a mind of growing. May it be your life. May it be relationship. May it be business. So if you have a business that is not growing, then you've not plugged into this divine establishment. So what are the things we look at to say this business is a sustainable one? A sustainable business is the one that generates profits. If you are doing business and you are not making profit, sorry. So profit is where you take away the cost you incur from what you have earned, and what is left is more than the cost, isn't it? So the expenses you incur and the money you generate in carrying the expenses. At the end of the day, when you take the money you spend to make the money you are making, what is left should be more than what you spend. That is what we call profit. So if you have a business where you are spending more than you are making, what is happening is a loss. Once you are incurring a loss, you are on your way to die. This is not a sustainable business. So if you are doing any business, the first question you should ask yourself, are you making profit? What we should be doing with taxation. And the sustainable business is the one that retains customers. Some of us, we don't know how to treat our customers. We don't know that the money we invest in the business, it is our customers that give the money back to us. The money you invest in the business, you look for it, either your personal money or borrowed. But the ones who will return that money, the monies you put into the business back to you are the customers. So some of us, we treat customers anyhow and still want to keep a sustainable business. No, a business that is sustainable is the one that keeps its customers and grow them. When the customer is buying 1 bottle of water, the customer should be with you to be able to buy 1 pack in that order if you are selling water. If you are a sachet water seller, the customer that comes to buy 1 sachet should be with you to the extent that one day he or she can come and pick 1 bag. This is very key. The way you talk to your customers, the way you treat them, some of them, they appear, they greet you, don't want to greet, respond. They are in the store, they buy something, they want to return for a problem, you are insulting them. Your business, you can't sustain it. And adaptability. A business should be able to adapt. Adaptability simply means there are changing circumstances. Situations change. Now we are talking about 24-hour economy. So you should start thinking, how can I also do business 24 hours? So if you have a shop where you open at 8 and you close at 6, you want to sustain your business, you should be able to start you should be able to open your business at 8 and close the following day. So how are you adapting to these opportunities coming? It's now raining. Sunshine will come. If you are in Kokorobiti, our road has a problem. I'm getting it. If you are into recreational business or tourism, people come to you. Now it's raining. I'm getting it. If you go to the beach, you have a beach resort. Now it's raining. People will not come. What can you do to still keep your business adaptability? Because conditions will change. And if you're a business person and you don't look at the environment changes and adapt to take advantage, you will not be sustainable. Last but not the least, a sustainable business is the one that operates with integrity. Integrity. Some of us, we think fair and foul ways are the ways to go. We do crooked things and we think we'll get away with it. We are in the house of God, and divine support is needed. And if you work with integrity, no matter what, the truth will keep you going. But if you are doing shady deals, one day you will be exposed, and that is what will spell your end. So having look at the foundations of sustainable business, we look at bookkeeping quickly. I mentioned record keeping. What is bookkeeping? Ladies and gentlemen, a systematic day-to-day process of recording, organizing, and categorizing a business financial transactions. I will explain further. The diary that you keep of the company's money is what we call bookkeeping. Some of us, we keep diaries. Every happening, we keep. Some of us, we keep diaries in our memory. I get it. Somebody offended you, you are keeping it. You can catalog it and plan ways to deal with the person. Fine. Bookkeeping is also a diary of business money. And this is what supports what we call accounting. If you don't keep your books, you cannot do accounting. And the bookkeeping is the one that helps you track your financial health, manage your cash flow, what comes in, what goes out, and help you simplify tax preparation. If they want to charge, you want to pay tax, they want to know the tax that you are supposed to pay. If you don't have any record, GRA will just slap any amount on you. They will look at your face, look at the car you are driving, if you have, look at the life you are living, say, you, the way we are looking at you, this is how much you pay. It's happening. But if you have the record will show how much came, how much went out, what is left. That is what will be used to determine the realistic task for you. Bookkeeping is key. Now, why bookkeeping matters? It helps track profits. If you don't keep your books, I don't know how you determine whether you've made profit or loss. If you don't keep your book, you don't know how much is coming, how much is going. Because sometimes you are working and somebody gives you money. I remember just last week or this week, Pastor Eric, we were working together. Somebody wanted to give him cash. He said, no, send it to me through Mumu. When I put that cash in my pocket, by the time I get home, I don't know what. You see, are you getting the thing? So monies can come into your hands anyway. But if you are keeping records, you know that this money is not my own. It is the same pocket too. Even though they are in the same pocket, this portion is not mine. It's for the business. Tracking your cash flow. Debt. How much do you owe? Some of us, we credit, you don't even know how much you owe. I get it. Now, when the reality does, they are chasing you, you are hiding. When you keep records, you know how much you owe and who you owe, how much, when to pay, and the rest. Then the growth opportunities, taxes, expenses. You can track this when you are keeping record. So the simple bookkeeping approach for small and medium enterprises is to record all your income and expenses. You can use notebooks, simple notebook. Whatever comes, you write. Whatever goes, you write, small. Or you use Excel if you can use the computer. Now, mobile apps are also there to help you keep records. Point of sale systems. Some of you see, we have card. You swipe. All these things, they key the amount and then you swipe the card or you put it in, they send the key. These are all technologies you can use to keep records. Now, mobile money, for example, you can get statements. If everybody is paying you via Mumu, you can get your statements to know how much came from who. And when you also pay out, you can even use your Mumu account to track. So please keep records. The tasks involved in records bookkeeping are you record the transactions, daily sales, purchases, receipt into your ledger and digital system. You group your expenses, categorize them. You should know what is rent, what is utility, water, electricity, what is stock, what is sales, what is payroll, what is salary. You should accounting, record keeping helps you keep records of all these. So when the year ends, they say, how much did you pay by way of salary? There should be a record for that. How much came in as sales? You should have a ledger for that. How much purchases? So bookkeeping goes into then reconciliation. Your Momo account, some of us don't even do reconciliation. We keep just pushing money and paying. We don't take the statement to look at it, whether the transactions on our Momo account really reflected what we did. Let alone those of us keeping bank accounts. How much you put and how much you draw with that we don't do reconciliation. Sometimes money will leave your account without you knowing. It is through reconciliation that you can identify any anomaly or error to correct. Then you can also generate some reports to see whether you have made profit or not. So when you are keeping the record, you are keeping the book. So that's bookkeeping. And that translates into what we call tax. Tax is that mandatory financial charge that government levies on us as individuals, also as businesses, to fund public services, infrastructure, and the state. And they are the primary ways government generates revenue. Pay for shared resources like roads. The roads we use, they are shared resources. When you finish using it, you fold the road and put it in your pocket. The road is for me. No, it is not possible. So government imposed us to get all the healthcare and others. We are privileged to have our commander here. Security is of national need. Taxes you pay is what government will invest in employing and pay taxes, direct and indirect. And we also have the third layer of tax called the local taxes. So the direct taxes, they are income tax. When you work and they deduct money from your salary, is a tax you pay. When the business makes profit, the government taxes the profit. It's also direct income tax as corporate tax. So employees can pay tax. Businesses can also pay tax. We have some called indirect taxes. That's why you pay them without knowing. So if government imposes tax on water, the one selling the water will take the tax and give to government. So anytime you drink the water, you have paid tax, but you don't know. You call them indirect tax. When you walk to the mall, you pick anything. Once government put tax on it, once you consume, you are paying the tax. So the one selling to you will take the tax and give to government. We call them indirect taxes. Yeah, so value-added tax, excise duty, custom duty, all of them are part of indirect taxes. Then we look at the local taxes. These are the taxes imposed by our local authorities to support their local development. Examples are the business operating permit, BOP. Our MC is here. If you are operating business in this municipality and you are not paying business operating permit, MC is here. Please, if you have never paid BOP, raise your hand. Commander is here, MC is here. You are operating business, but you don't have a business operating permit. Okay, all those who have it, raise your hand. 1, 2, 3. MC, police commander, the rest are not paying. Please, we can start arresting them. So please, you have to pay our business operating profit, property rates, basic rates, Lampo. Do we still collect Lampo? MC, it's gone. Do we still collect? Yes. Those blog. Everybody passing, you pay. But now we don't see it anymore. So these are the type of taxes we pay, and we should make sure that we honor our tax obligations. And why government takes tax is to fund public goods, I have explained, redistribute wealth. Some people have more money, others don't have anything at all. So the taxes that government take will help redistribute. For example, the schools we attend. Classroom is the only place where the rich man's son and daughter will also sit with the poor man's son and daughter to listen to the same teacher, isn't it? I get in it. So, but for the school, some of us will not even be here today, 2 of us. That is how government uses tax to redistribute wealth. So that those who do not have, they will have opportunity to also come up to help themselves. Then to manage the economy. The economy, now we say city is stable. Taxes are stable. Raising or lowering taxes to stabilize the economic growth, control inflation, discourage consumption of certain harmful goods. If government feels something is harmful for us to consume, they will tax it more so we don't enjoy it. So for businesses, small businesses, there are some 5 tips for you. For you to honor your tax responsibilities, register with Ghana Revenue Authority, register with the assembly. Get your tax identification number, TIN. Keep records, file your returns, and then seek advice when you need it so you can be proud to say, I am a tax compliant business. And when you are doing that, God in heaven will also bless your business because you are not keeping government's money. You are not doing business with lack of integrity or with dishonesty. And this is how your business can grow sustainably. How do we grow the business? Scaling your business. How do we do? It is, if you say scaling, is growing without losing quality through systems and consistent profitability. So you grow your business without losing the quality. The way you have been doing things, you do it same or even better. And you use systems to grow. We'll look at this certainly. And then profit making consistently. If you are incurring loss, you cannot grow. So there are 5 strategies for scaling your businesses. I'll be done soon. 1, customer service. If you want your business to grow, treat your customers like kings or queens. The customer can come and insult you. After the insult, just say, thank you. I want to see you again. If the only thing you are coming here to do is to insult me, no problem. You just come and keep insulting me. After one day, you finish insulting me and you need water, you buy it from me. So thank you. Are you with me? Technology. So now we are in a technological age. There are so many things you can use technology to do to boost your business. Use it. Reinvestment. Make money from the business and put it back into the business. Some of us, we don't separate our personal life from the business. We are running business, schools reopen. You just go, take the business money and go and pay school fees. Somebody call you, can you help me? Okay, you open your drawer, you take money and help. You are broke, you run to the business corpus and take. No. We have something in accounting or business called business entity concept. Your identity is different from that of the business. So you treat yourself and your business like 2 adults. If you are a husband and a wife, the money though may belong to the 2 of you, but you can't just spend it without the consent of the others. So you separate business need from your personal need. So you must get a business to pay you the owner's salary. So you should know how much salary the business should pay you with your efforts, the way you pay all other employees. So whatever bring what you have, the other person bring what you don't have. You pull it together and you can grow faster. That is partnership. Because you complement each other's weaknesses. Somebody has the money, somebody has the skills. Somebody is a wholesaler and you are a retailer. You can go and take from the wholesaler. When you take from the wholesaler is making sales, isn't it? You also sell. And make your money and make sure you pay the wholesaler. So when the wholesaler has trust in you, integrity, you don't have money, but he will give you the stock. You sell, give him the money, and also make your profit. It's a partnership. I'm getting it. Then the last one is training. Commander touched on that. Train your employees. Let them know your business, how you want the business to be run, and what they are supposed to do to help you. Don't leave your employees, your staff, and train. Train them constantly so they appreciate the business logic, business philosophy, business culture, and do the business the way you want them to do it. Invest in training. Finally, divine strategy. How can God help your business grow? 1, wisdom is being given to us. Seek wisdom. Some of us want to do business, but we have no idea. Seek wisdom. 2, plan. He who doesn't plan is planning to fail. So plan what you want to do. When you plan what you want to do, infuse integrity into it. Honest planning. Don't harbor mischievous mind, dishonest mind. Then plug it into your faith. The faith is what you believe can happen even though you are not seeing. Believing that my business can grow is that spirit we are talking about. Knowing that the hand of God is on your business and this business will grow is what we are talking about. Then, when you have the four, the main one is action. 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 Don't sit down. Pardon me. There are some of us Christians. We think standing to pray 24 hours or Monday to Friday is what brings us money. Sorry. We can pray, but prayer should be focused and should be followed by action. But the situation where we abandon everything, using our energy and the sunlight God has given us to go and sit down in the church, praying, shouting, and disturbing people during working hours. Monday, people are in church, 8 o'clock to 1 o'clock. Tuesday, they will come, 8 o'clock to 1 o'clock. And I've been wondering, this energy you are using to shout, to disturb the peace of others, can't you just go and use this same energy to do something to bring more money into the house of God? And the church they are doing this is not even any church that I can write home about. There's not any church that you even like. But yet the members of the church don't find the need to go and work. They rather find the need to come and sit in the church making noise, disturbing the peace of others. Action. My conclusion. A sustainable business is the one that is anchored on faith, bookkeeping, tax compliance, strategic growth, integrity, and accountability. May God be our help. Thank you very much for your attention.